Hello beauties, happy new year first of all. I hope it was an awesome Christmas and an awesome New Year's for you guys. And yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Now moving on to the blush. The blush that I'm using today is also by MAC. It's called What I Fancy. It's quite a pink shade, but we're going to go very lightly into it because we don't want it to be too pink on our skin. I'm just going to blend it in into our bronzer just to give us a little bit of color. I'm going to leave the highlighting for last. Now I'm going to go into my eyebrows. Okay, so what I'm going to use for my eyebrows today is this Eyelure palette. It's got 3 different textures in it: gel, powder, and a brow bone color. So I'm just going to brush them out first. Then I'm going to use a gel to fill them in. I'm just going to, I don't know if it's going to take focus on that. I just want to do this like this. Just lightly roll it in just to give it a little more shape, or define it basically, because we've got shape. Well, I have shape. Just to lightly, just following my natural shape. Then lightly fill in the front. Then I'm just going to take this Brow Artist Plumper by Loreal just to set them in place. This color is medium to dark, or medium dark should I say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine eyeshadow base, and I'm going to apply it all over my lid
and dive into the sky. Hear the wind.
Okay, today we are going to be using the Morphe 35O palette. Looks like that. This one over here, and I'm going to apply it throughout my crease. Make sure you blend it out on the top because you don't want any harsh lines. It's a bit darker, and we're going to start darkening up the eye look. So I'm going to keep it concentrated here. Oh, this brush, by the way, is a Morphe M441 brush. But now I'm going to move on to a MAC 217 brush in that color that I just showed you. Just to concentrate it into this crease over here.
I have a dream where love's the only side.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this shade over here, which is even darker than the previous one, to warm up the crease a little bit more.
We are more than numbers, standing in this.
And what I'm going to do, that color that I just used, that darker shade, I'm just going to pop a little bit over here. take a darker brown, so I'm going to take this color over here, and I am going to, for the last time, just add a little bit right into my outer V. Cool. So what I'm going to do is, basically what I did on the top, I'm going to do at the bottom. So I'm going to take that lighter shade, and with this brush, it's from Beauty. It is the eye smudger brush. And I'm going to just run some underneath the eye.
We're all one color.
And then I'm going to take that darkest brown and just over here. Cool. Once we're done with that, we're going to take the lightest shade in the palette, and we're just going to take our finger and pat it on the center of our lid, just like that.
Flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're invited.
Then we're just going to take this 217 brush from MAC, and then we just blend out the edges. Blend it in. The wing liner, or the liquid liner that I'm using is by MAC. It's called Liquid Last Liner in Point Blank. It looks like this. Okay, I'm going to put on some falsies today, but before I put on falsies, I'm going to give my lashes a thin little coat. Okay, and I'm going to use the Maybelline New York, the Colossal Volume Express Cat Eyes Mascara. Phew. The brush looks like this. So I'm just going to lightly coat my lashes. So the lashes I am using today is by Eyelure. It's called the Exaggerate number 143. The glue I'm using is the Duo eyelash glue. So I'm going to grip the lash in the center. The only thing with these lashes is that they have a thicker band, so thick black band. So if you want to use these lashes, I would advise you to do like a cat eye or like a wing liner so you can hide the band. I wouldn't suggest these for like a natural looking makeup look. Just wait a good minute for the glue to dry. I'm going to use this mirror. So literally, because this glue dries, you give it time to dry, it becomes easier to stick it onto your lash. So as you saw, I just stuck it down and it's already like stuck, but it still gives you time to move it around. It won't, but whereas if you don't wait a good minute for it to dry on the lash, it's just going to run all over your eye, and that's just going to be big emissions. So then this is very handy. This is from MAC. They especially for applying lashes. You can see it's curved like that. So what I'm going to do, I just push now the lash, I clamp it against my lash. While this side is drying, I'm just going to take my mascara again and then lightly coat them with the lashes on, just to make them stick together. Then I'm going to apply mascara to my bottom lashes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the liquid liner again, just to go over the band, just to cover any glue that might be showing. Sorry, I don't know why I stopped recording there, but I just covered the band basically. What I want to do now is I just want to take this brown liner and fill in my top lid on the inside. And that's it for the eyes. Now I'm going to go onto the lips. And for the lips, I'm going to be using Kylie lip kit, and this one is in the shade Koko K. So before I started, I used some sugar and honey and I mixed it together, and I just scrubbed off any excess dead skin on my lips. And now I'm going to take the liner from Kylie and just line my lips. I'm not gonna overline, I'm just gonna follow my natural shape. Okay, but don't put this away just yet. So what I like to do is I'm going to use the liquid liner, then afterwards I'll just take the lip pencil again just to see if I've missed any lines or to straighten any lines. Okay, so while we're waiting for the lips to dry, I'm going to do some highlighting. I'm going to be using Soft and Gentle by MAC, just to highlight a bit.